In this review we're looking at something that's just a little bit different. It is from Doosan, it's the DL427 wheel loader. The box weighs in at about £3 6 ounces, and that's about 1.5 kilograms. As you can see, it comes in an outer shipping carton, so let's open that up. And then we can begin to see what's inside. And this is where the model is just a little bit different. And that's because it comes in a very nice carry case. Be patient, it's coming out soon, and there it is. And as you can see, it's marked Concept X, which is Doosan's branding for future technological solutions. On the bottom of the case there's some branding and warning notices, and you can see that this model is made by IMC. It is a very nice quality carry case, and even if you don't want to keep the model in it, it is a very nice quality carry case. To open it up there are a couple of clasps, and then we see what's inside. It has a padded lid, and you can see a sheet of foam rubber, and then there is soft paper which protects the model. And now we get to see our first sight of it. It is the Doosan DL420-7 wheel loader, and it's in a limited edition Concept X colour scheme. The model is held within foam rubber, so you need to be careful how you lift it out. But there's no assembly to do. Oh no, it's complete out of the box. As usual, we start underneath the model, and the rear axle detailing is pretty good, and it's replicated with the front axle. We can also see that there's some detailing on the underneath of the bucket, and the big tyres have a nice tread pattern. The detailing at the back is very high quality with a really nice mesh grille, and you can just make out that there's a fan behind it. The counterweight has got nicely formed lights and chevron graphics. The big wheel arches are metal, and the Concept X graphics are sharply rendered. There's another really nice etched grille on the side, and there are also grab rails. The big tyres don't have any branding, but the orange trim looks smart. Moving to the middle, and the access ladder and handrails are plastic, and there's also a wheel chock and some warning graphics at the pivot point. No hydraulic lines are visible. The front wheel arch is also metal, and there's a light stalk. The bucket is a metal part, and it has some simple detailing. The connection rivets are all very discreet on the loader arm mechanism. There's a protection plate for the upper piston, and there are some hydraulics running from the jacket. And the graphics on the loader arm are very sharp and include small warning notices. Looking inside the cab, and reasonable detail can be seen. And at the top of the cab there's the Doosan name, headlights, and also a plastic grab rail. It is of the soft variety. There are plastic mirrors on the cab and nice detailing around the cab door. And the rear handrails are also made of soft plastic. The detailing on top of the engine cover is very pleasing, and that includes the Doosan name and also a finely etched grille. We're back in the upside down world, and as you can see the wheels are fixed to common axles, so they spin together. To help with rough terrain, the rear axle oscillates, and the steering happens across the pivot point, and a very good angle can be achieved. Let's move on to the Cranes etc. test track, and this Doosan rolls very well, and you can speed along if you really want to. But sometimes it's good just to take a turn of direction, and this model does achieve a tight turning angle. But it doesn't roll quite so well because of skidding, and that's caused by the wheels being fixed to their axles, so they can't rotate at different speeds. But as you can see, the rear axle oscillation is very good. This model does have an unusual feature, and that is the opening wheel arches, and they open to a very good angle. And the reason they open is so that you can open the engine cover and then get access to the engine. With the panels open, you can see the engine inside, and it's made up of a number of different components. And turning it to the other side, you can see there are yet more parts. So this is a nicely implemented feature which works well. We now move on and test the loader arm function. And the whole mechanism is quite stiff, so it holds a pose easily. And as you can see, the bucket reaches up high. It's always nice to give a tip, and this Doosan is able to give a tip very effectively with its good angle. Moving the bucket down to its rest position, and you can see it achieves a fairly moderate carry angle. But if you like scraping the surface of your desk, you can certainly do that. A model like this does of course make a very good load, and you can have fun pretending to be a shovel operator. If emptying a bucket is more your kind of thing, then of course you can do that too. This Doosan wheel loader looks really good in the Concept X branding. It's also very nicely presented in its special carry case. Some of the detailing, particularly the grills, are very nice, and the functionality also works to a high standard. There is plastic used for some of the smaller detailing, but overall it is very good.